How does a guy go from making $1,000 a month to giving away 1 million in a single video? MrBeast has officially cracked the code, and today I want to break down exactly how he turned his viral content into a multi-million-dollar empire. Now, let's be honest, he's been around for a while, and even though he's only 26 years old, he's been on YouTube since 2012, and I think we can officially say he's like the king of the platform. But what exactly makes his videos so good for them to pull in millions of views every single time he decides to upload? And is there anything that you and I could learn and add into our content to get this much traction and this many views? Okay, well, first, it starts with the packaging. In other words, the thumbnail and the title. MrBeast has literally perfected the art of creating amazing thumbnails that grab your attention right away. I mean, just look at them. Bold, bright, and very often with a huge sum of money or an extreme reaction. His thumbnails make you want to click before you even know what the videos is even about. And Jimmy says that every great thumbnail must have these 3 key elements in them. They need to be simple, colorful, and very visual. He also once mentioned that a good strategy is to use Photoshop on your own thumbnail and put it onto the YouTube's homepage and see, how does it look amongst other videos? Does it grab your attention? Does it look good on mobile, given the screen is much smaller? Also, have you ever noticed how his thumbnails have very little to no text? Now, I'm not sure if this would work on channels that provide more educational content, but so far, it's clearly been working out for him. And if it doesn't work, he will always have a second, third, or fourth thumbnail ready to make a fast change if it's needed. Next time he uploads a video, just come back to it a few hours later and you may notice that the thumbnail oftentimes is slightly different, or in other cases, completely new. Now, let's talk about his titles. Let's be honest, they're short, punchy, and always create some sort of sense of urgency or curiosity. I mean, think about it. A title like "I gave $1 million to random people" or "Last to leave a circle wins 500 grand" makes you just want to find out on what actually happens. Now, I know some people may worry about having clickbaity titles that will annoy the viewers and get them to click off, but if you just do what you say in the title, I don't see anything wrong with it at all. Now, that being said, that is much easier said than done. In my opinion, this combination of an eye-catching thumbnail and a compelling title is MrBeast's first secret to going viral. But it's not just about the packaging, that's just the start. His content is designed to keep you watching for as long as possible. If you ever watched any of his videos, you'll notice that he will create some high stakes challenges or scenarios that are so crazy you just can't look away. Whether it's staying inside of a circle for days or giving away a private island, the stakes are always mental. And let's be clear, for some of these contestants, life-changing. This type of content naturally brings out the curiosity and is just perfect for sharing, especially amongst children and teenagers. And then there's the consistency. Jimmy uploads regularly, but not just for the sake of it. Each video is very much planned to maintain or surpass the quality of his previous content. This consistency in both posting and content quality keeps his audience engaged and coming back for more, making it easier for every single video to go viral. However, my question is, how long can he keep this up? If he's already given away private islands, what's next? Giving away small countries? But see, creating viral content is hard, but there is a lot of creators doing that already right now. Turning that content into millions of dollars, that's a whole different ballgame. So how exactly does MrBeast make his money? First up, well, we have the ad revenue, and with billions of views across his videos, MrBeast pulls in significant amount of money from YouTube's ad revenue model. In other words, the more views he gets, the more ads are shown and the more money he will make. And with a $7 to $10 CPM and about 700 million views a month, he's bringing in anything between $3 to $5 million per month just from allowing YouTube to put in ads on his videos. But here's the twist. MrBeast reinvests most of that money back into his content, and this allows him to fund even bigger and crazier projects, which in turn attract even more viewers. Hence why his biggest ever month has been June this year, reaching over 3 billion views coming in from long form and short form videos. And whilst I'm on Social Blade, did you know that he has reached 56.5 billion views? That means on average, each one of us on Earth has watched his videos 7 times. Now, let's talk about his sponsorships and brand deals. And I don't know if you noticed, but he has been promoting Shopify to Samsung to promoting his own products. There is always an ad on his video that is integrated very well by Jimmy himself. And unlike many other creators that have special segments for the ad, which, let's be honest, most of us will skip right past, you can't do that with MrBeast. Sometimes you might even see him giving away a $100,000 prize courtesy of a sponsor. Now, this not only makes brand part of the story, but also ensures that his content remains engaging to his audience. Essentially, in my opinion, it's a win-win for everyone. Now, how much he gets paid for these brand deals isn't public information. However, given the fact that he himself said that sometimes he's too big for certain companies and their multi-million-dollar marketing budgets, they just don't stretch far enough. My assumption is that he makes anything from $2 to $3 million for each shout out in his videos. You may think that that's a lot of money, but he does get on average around 200 million views per video. Money well spent in my opinion if you want to increase how many people know about your brand. Now, let's move on to the big money, his own products. First, we have the MrBeast burger, which sounded great on paper and grew very quickly at the start, but soon started to look very unsustainable. Jimmy himself said in a few interviews that there were a ton of problems with customer service and issues with delivery. Then there were also loads of negative reviews because MrBeast brand is so good, yet outsourcing, not every restaurant was living up to the top quality name that he has built. Something had to change because not only it was losing business money, but also it was tarnishing the name in the process. And that's where he came in with Feastables, a healthy chocolate bar with only 5 main ingredients and 7 different flavors. Now, unlike the MrBeast burger, this one so far has been a huge success. In 2023 alone, they have sold over $200 million worth of chocolate, and some experts now say that Feastables company alone is worth around $1.5 billion. Not bad for a guy who 12 years ago started shooting gaming videos from his bedroom. So we've spoken about MrBeast turning viral videos into multi-million-dollar and now soon to be $1 billion empire, but what can you and I learn from his success? Well, here are my key takeaways to help you on your journey to build your own brand and could be worth millions of dollars just a few years from now. First, in my opinion, we need to think big. You can already see that MrBeast's content is known for his scale and ambition. Whether it's giving away $1 million or creating an elaborate challenges, his ideas are always massive and they always steal our attention. So, in my opinion, we have to be not afraid to dream big and push the boundaries of what's possible with our content. The more ambitious the projects, the more likely you're going to stand out and go viral. And this doesn't mean you have to start by taking out loans and giving away money to random strangers. But what it does mean is coming up with ideas that require a lot more effort than money, which can also do really well. Like the one where he counted up to 100,000 or said Logan Paul's name 100,000 times. Don't get me wrong, these videos are hard and ambitious, but they're cheap. Next up, I think we should invest into quality. We all know that MrBeast famously reinvests everything he can back into his content. He doesn't have a fancy house or fancy cars and focuses on making his channel as big as it can possibly be. He puts in millions of dollars into upgrading his equipment, growing his team, or making his videos even more crazy than they already are. And the reality is, most of the creators these days, once they start making a little bit of money, they will start focusing more on making their own lifestyle better. And some of them will buy a Lambo and try and justify it as a business investment when we all know what it really is. What also is really impressive with MrBeast amongst many other creators out there is the fact that he will actually engage with his audience. There are so many times where you will see him responding to other people's tweets and commenting back to people in his comment section. And you think for a person that gets billions of views every single year, he wouldn't bother, but yet he does. And this helps him build a loyal community and strong connection with his audience. It seems like he really takes the time to engage and listen to his viewers' feedback. And also, we can't forget of how business-minded Jimmy actually is, something that a lot of people, in my opinion, don't give enough credit for. He understands that to continue upping your game and standing out from the rest of the crowd, he has to be able to diversify his income streams in order to grow and make more money. And with a loyal following and a very engaged community that has been built up over the last decade, you can be sure that whatever he puts his hand on will eventually turn into gold. Now, if you want to learn more about social media strategy and potentially working with me and my team, then make sure to check out my website and give us a call. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.